Hi everyone, this is Diane. I think this will be a fun video for you to see if you're interested in looking at hauls of vintage patterns and vintage books, because that's what I have here, plus a little bit of crochet. I went to an antique store. I met my son for lunch in Waverly, and right across the street is this antique store that I have found some good things. I hardly ever go there because they're pricier than a flea market, but I hadn't been in so long and they were right there, and I needed to do something a little bit fun today. I've had a kind of a stressful week. So I went over there and look what I found. So I'm saving the patterns for last. I don't even know what all is in here. I peeked in there and looked through enough that it was worth the price. This was actually a really good price. Even for an antique store, and even for a flea market, it would have been a good price. So we'll look at the books first, shall we? These are all vintage books, and I think they're mostly kids books, if not all kids books. This one might be not considered a kids book, but I've never seen one this beautiful. So I did pay quite a bit for this. This was $8, which I wouldn't normally pay, but it's beautiful. A Guide to Garden Flowers, 1965. Narcissus, latter part of April, somebody wrote in there. Aren't they pretty, these pictures? First week of May for Lily of the Valley. I was all done shopping, and then she pointed out a few more little books on the counter, and I said, oh, you just had to do it, didn't you? Because I think this is gorgeous, and I love the cover too. I've never seen that. And this is by Whitman. Yeah, Whitman Publishing. All right, now the other books are children's books. Many of them are the school type of books, readers and math books. This one, though, is a Golden Telltale book, and it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And I have an affinity for Snow White, so I got this little book. And it is from 1967. And then I have this Upton Arithmetic Grade 3 book, and it is water stained. It's not mildewed and it's not warped, but you can see where water left, or some kind of liquid left its mark on it. And I love it, especially because it didn't cause the damage of warping and mildew. It doesn't smell, so I think that was just the perfect aging that it needed. Oh, look at that picture. This is great. Even better than I expected. Some of the books were $5, books like this. She took the tags off, so this antique store benefits, it's like a historical society or something like that. Heroes, Heroines, and Holidays, and I thought this would be great for a summer patriotic type of journal. $19.52 for this edition. And I didn't even really look at the pages. Looks like there's not a lot of pictures. But I thought the cover was perfect for a patriotic journal. That would be good in the patriotic journal also. Looking ahead. Now, these books, the reason I paid a little more for them there than I would have at a flea market is because these aren't the books you just find every day. There's one of the flea markets that I go to, the Barnes, has books, not like this, but similar, you know, the readers, and some of them are pretty expensive, and I don't buy them. So this one was, compared to that, this was a good price. But also, they're in really good condition. This one, they tore the library pocket off. This one was only $3, looks like. So I'm not that thrilled about the pictures. There might be some good ones in there, but they're not the best pictures. I do like this one. But I love the cover. And I'll use some of the pictures in text too. There's a homemade pocket on the back with the new card in it, looks like, that was never used. I love the cover on this one. Fields and Fences, Sheldon Basic Reading Series, and this is from the Lima Christian School in Rochester Street, Lima, New York. I don't even know where that is. Maybe it's near Rochester. 1963. This one has some good pictures in it. Good condition. Down Our Street. So somebody brought a bunch of books from the Lima Christian School. 1939. Oh, this edition is 1944. Soft-looking illustrations. Oh, this is nice. Yep, I like this. And one more reader. And I have one of these, but it is in a much worse shape. This one I think is newer. I think it's a reproduction. It says 1956. And its original was 1912. Earlier second readers of this basic readers program were published in 1912, 13, 20, 27, etc. But I don't, those illustrations are newer. So it looks like the newest date is 1956, which it might be, but I don't think this book got much use because it's like almost like new. So I either have or had a copy of this that was in much worse shape than this. Cute illustrations. Then I have a Whitman Big Telltale of Little Red Riding Hood. 1965. And I think this one was $2. Some of the back paper is torn off. And then lastly, of the books, I have these two. Whitman Learn About books. And this one is Butterflies, Skippers, and Moths. I guess the skippers are the caterpillars. Somebody that lived in Reading, Pennsylvania owned this one. It's on the other side of the state. 1964. And this is in good condition. I had never seen these books before, but these covers would make beautiful journal covers. And this one had some leaf specimens inside it. And this was gifted to Randy in 1964, but its copyright date is earlier, 61. So Randy must have been collecting leaves and placing them in his book. So that's what I have for books. And I got these 3 lengths of crochet. I got 2 with green edging, 1 with pink and blue, and there was another one with pink and blue, and then there were some with purple. But I just got these. I don't even know how long they are. Oh, there's quite a bit on that. It's 13 inches plus 12 inches, so about 25 inches. So about 2 feet, a little over 2 feet. And they were $3 each. All right, now we're going to look through the patterns. And this nice chunky bag was $6 for all of these patterns. And when I kind of peeked in there, it looked like it's mostly children's clothing, but they're old. Oh, I didn't look inside this bag. This looks like I saw this and I loved it. And there's another apron. Looks like there's 4 or 5 patterns in there. I love this. And that one looks like it's from the 70s. This is probably from the 50s, possibly 60s, but this one definitely looks like 70s from the artwork, and I think it's fantastic. I love that stylized art. Look at her. That is really awesome. I would want to use that right there, just like that, on the cover of a journal. Awesome. And this one is okay. It looks like it's from the 70s. I would use that. At least cut the pieces out. 73. This one is, oh, it's actually 66. This one is 1966. All right, now, what's in here? I've got a teddy bear pattern. That looks like it's from the 80s. This doll clothes pattern, it's a baby doll. I love that. And that looks old. And another doll pattern. A pantsuit from the late 60s or early 70s, I would guess. 71. Pantsuits were very popular in the early 70s. My mom made some for herself. And I think I had 1 or 2. I love that skirt. It's very reminiscent of the very first skirt that I sewed in 7th grade home ec. We all had to buy the same pattern. And then we chose our own fabric and we made a skirt. 1964. So that was before I was in home ec, but it's a similar pattern. Oh, that one's nice. Another pantsuit. I thought these were mostly kids' clothes. So I've seen this artist work on patterns in pattern books, and that's a Farrah Fawcett hairdo and Farrah Fawcett smile, isn't it? Oh, look at this. Oh, I love that. That's got to be from the 60s. 63. That one's cute. Mila Fabrics, that used to be the fabric store right close to where I live now. But they've gone out of business long ago. There's another one from Mila Fabrics. And here's a pattern for little toddler summer clothes in pretty rough shape. That is adorable. That would be good in a summer journal too, these images. A jumper. I used to love jumpers. Skirt and blouse, which the blouse is also a shirt dress. Can you imagine wearing a skirt over that? Oh, this one's cute. I love the pleats. Adorable. More toddlers. Pajamas. This could be in a Christmas journal. This one looks newer. Late 70s or 80s maybe. No date. Oh, look how cute that is. It's kind of crumpled, but it's not, the images themselves aren't torn. It just looks like, I don't know how it got wadded up like that when there was pattern inside it, but it's a very crumpled looking. I love the colors. They're pastel yet bright. More toddler clothes, really cute. School jumpers, more school jumpers. Now I know in the UK they call a sweater, a pullover sweater, a jumper, but in the US a jumper is a sleeveless kind of a dress that you wear a blouse under. So this is the jumper and that's the blouse underneath. Looks like a caftan. Silk mantua. Caftans were popular in the 70s also. Family Weekly patterns. I could make fun journaling cards with those pieces. They're on very thin, probably fragile paper, but if I attach them to something, they would be fun journaling cards. And there are 4 of them. And we have a skirt. This is a quilted skirt. And again, it's worn over a long straight dress. Oh, Mrs. Sleep shirt in 2 lengths and skirt. So this is what you sleep in, and then instead of a house coat, you just put that on your bottom half. Looks pretty cute. I've never seen an ensemble like that. Fun. And some more skirts. Also probably from the 80s. Somebody cut something out of it. 82. So that was worth $6, I believe. So did you have a favorite? The books, the patterns, or a specific book? Or the crochet pieces? I'll be back very soon with another video, and I hope that you are having a creative day. Bye-bye.